Hi, guys, welcome to Real Issues Live with Crystal. This is where we have authentic conversations about issues that affect us as society. Join me as I have different guests coming in to share their take on various topics. Subscribe and share with a friend. Hi,
Hey Crystal, how you doing?
I'm good. Welcome to Real Issues Live with Crystal.
Thanks for having me.
Seeing me clearly, hearing me clearly, and everything.
Yeah, man.
Okay, and you're on your end, it's good as well.
Okay, great.
All right. So before we get into it, I usually play two songs. That's fine.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Let
All
me
right.
see.
So,
Let me see what your song selection is like.
well, for this one in particular, it's a new artist. I don't know much about him. Journey. No, 450, and the song is Journey.
Okay.
I don't know. Right. So I'm going to play it, but it's basically saying it's kind of in line with the topic that we will be talking about tonight. It's basically saying, pick up the pieces, push on, don't save yourself, because nobody that will save you, and stuff like that. So listen to the song. Let me know what you think. It's a bit low. Let me know if you're hearing it. You're hearing anything?
Barely.
Listen,
Okay.
it's
Oh yeah, man. Okay. Nice.
you know the song.
No, first I'm hearing it.
You have nothing to play song where you are that we can hear it louder.
Hold on.
And tell me what you think about it. Hi guys.
You
Those
said
were
it's
just
called Journey.
Journey by 450. Those who are just joining in, please share the live with your friends. We're going to be talking about what men want. All right, so you don't want to miss it tonight. But before we do that, we are going to play two songs. Basically, it's a bit in line with the topic. So just listen up. If you don't know it, you need to go follow Journey 450.
Are you
Listen
hearing it
to
on
it.
my end?
I hear yours loudly, huh?
Okay.
Listen to it and tell me what you think after.
But it seems to be a popular song as well because I'm seeing August 6th and it have over 1 million views.
Yeah. Me definitely.
Where's this artist from though?
I don't know. We're in Jamaica. Somewhere in Jamaica.
Okay.
Me definitely. To some people, we're not worthy. You know, we're not deserving. Nobody talk about me.
Yeah, it's a talented artist. If you know the artist, you can tell them that they got a subscribe.
Okay, good, very good. You guys need to mention 450. Everybody type 450. All right, so it resonates with me, Andy, because you know I've been through stuff, not necessarily relationship alone, but relationship, past, work, or even friendship that we put our all in it, and it just wasn't worth it. You understand? So definitely it resonates with me. So we're gonna play another one. He has this one called Imperfection. I don't know if you would think it is suicidal. But I don't want to shy away from playing it because at the end of the day, right now, as you know, mental health is a big thing now, and the whole program, Real Issues Live is all about your mental health and taking care of your mental health and whatever. And he says that in the song, he says he wants to go on a mountain, and I can relate a lot of times. Not that I want to jump off the mountain, but sometimes I feel as if I just want to be at the mountain by myself, away from reality.
Yeah.
So play it and tell me your feedback on it. It's same 450 and it's called Imperfection.
Imperfect. Okay.
Guys, share up the live. All right, I don't think it's a clean version. You can listen to it later.
Yeah. So.
All right. Somebody said they love that song. All right. Yeah. So before you eat, so that song, you realize that both of the songs ties up with what we're going to be talking about tonight. All right. So it's not all about fun. I see some girls in my DM asking me if you're single and all of these things. So it's not all about that. We are going to be fixing the mental first. So when I saw you, I don't remember. I think I followed you. Yes. I was very impressed. Yes, you look good. You're handsome and tall and all of that. But that wasn't the reason. That wasn't what caught me. That wasn't the reason for me asking you to come on the live. Based on some of the stuff that you're posting, how you try to, encourage people, it aligns with my purpose. And so I asked you to come on here to just, share and motivate.
2 cents, yeah.
Yes, and motivate some of these young men. So can you just tell me a little bit about yourself before I get into the questions?
All right, so name and the heaven. I am the owner of a accessories brand in Jamaica called Majesty Vogue. We've been in operation since 2014. I'm going about 7 years now.
Wow.
What we really try to do is provide premium accessories at affordable prices, right? Outside of that, I do marketing. I have my foot in marketing as well as a bit of construction.
Oh, construction?
Yeah, that's family.
Oh, okay, wow. Impressive. So what part of the construction you do?
Mainly paperwork.
Oh boy. It's not like you can get dirty, so come on.
Not at all, so because it's the knowledge is there.
Right.
But if I should say, like, I'm not necessarily one to be on site daily, but I do have knowledge of it.
Okay. Wow. Alrighty. So, ready for your question?
Sure, shoot.
Okay. So, we want tonight to be a little bit light and fun, but before the fun part, we have to, as I said, we have to feed these young men, especially now in the pandemic. How does unemployment or closure of one's business affect your mental health? Give tips as to how to pick up the pieces. So before you start, I'm going to share my story.
Okay.
So I have a school, or, well, I cannot say had. I still have it, but I had to pivot. It's 9 years. This year would have been.
You said a school?
Yes, a school, a whole entire school. From pre-kindergarten right up to prep, from 2 years to grade 6.
Big up yourself.
Thank you. So I started off at 2 and then, went into just kindergarten alone. I went into just preschool. Parents didn't want to leave, went into kindergarten, didn't want to leave, and then they had me go up to the primary level, the prep level.
Okay.
So that's what happened. However, due to where it was in Ironshore, the rent there is not easy. So when the pandemic hit, I still had to be paying the rent while just not using it, being online. So, parents have lost their jobs, weren't able to pay the fee and everything. I held on from savings and stuff for the first year of the pandemic. But this year, June 30th, I had to make the decision to close completely. No, I never see myself doing anything else. So you can imagine what's that like for me mentally, because this is my passion.
Exactly.
And I didn't really have a plan to have anything else but that. So it's a lot on me mentally, but what I try to do is look at it on the positive light. So yes, I have the students. I've been doing well, so some of the parents, they still want extra lessons. So instead of say I close the school, what I do, I pivot. So I'm working with the time. I try to twist it to say, okay, this is not a closure for you, but what you're doing, you're working with the time. And no, what I'll do is just online, just extra lessons, and that's online. So I tell myself that, but not everybody will have this positive outlook, because it's been 9 years. I put hard sweat in there, every single thing I invested, and I could have reached further, but I expanded. Now, just talk to these young men and women who are facing these mental health issues due to the closure of their business, and give them tips as to how to pick up the pieces.
All right. I like how you mentioned the word pivot.
Right.
Especially during this time. One, there needs to be an understanding that the mental health aspect of it, in terms of battling with certain things during this time,
right,
is expected, right? As you said, it's how you handle it. And I always say it really comes down to perception, right? It starts with a positive outlook on the situation. Firstly, you want to acknowledge the situation, acknowledge what is happening, right? Know that you're in a jam, but know that you're not in the jam to stay, right? Because if at the end of the day you're going to be looking at your situation and you're only thinking about all that's going wrong, you're going to constantly stay there, right? It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate what is happening, right? You have persons they lose their work, income is not coming in as much as it used to.
Right.
I've experienced it through the pandemic. Definitely. But I find that the mindset, the outlook that you have on your situation really and truly is what's going to take you out of it. And what you want to start doing is somewhat creating an environmental opportunity, right? You have those persons that they'll be faced with the situation, and daily they'll sit down thinking about what's not right, as opposed to focusing on what is right, right?
Yes.
Because no matter what you're going through, there's things in your life that you can show gratitude for, right?
Agree.
And what that does, especially for me, I strongly believe in manifestation, right? So if daily you're focusing on the negative, you're going to be getting negative outcomes, right? So it starts with the mindset, create an environmental opportunity. If that looks like getting up in the morning, no matter how small it be, come up with probably like 3 things that you want to achieve for the day, as in have a clear picture of what that looks like for you. If that involves you probably sending out 5 or 10 applications for a job, probably using a 1 or 2 hours to kind of learn a new skill. Achievable items, right? That at the end of the day, you'll have a sense of accomplishment, right? So you're ending the day feeling like, I told myself I was going to do these and I did them. Because now what that does mentally is going back to that environment of opportunity. You're taking your mindset out of that negative hole and put it in a state of abundance, right? And once you have your mindset there, you'll be surprised at the different opportunities that start popping up around you, using the time as well to kind of learn a new skill or trying to find a new means of income. Because, for example, have an event in Montego Bay, Fridays on the Estate. When that was going on, at like probably like the peak of it, COVID hit, right?
You know, I didn't know it's your event. It's my event. I've always been there. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Great. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, man. I love it. It's just a different vibes, you know.
And I remember when I was having a conversation with the team, and we were saying that it's so unfortunate that because we had a nice lineup for that series.
Right.
Right as it happened, right as we planned for that, COVID happened. Boom. Everything and we started asking questions like why, as we started building a momentum, this happened, right?
And it's happened the 2 times, right? The first time, and then even the other day when you open.
Yup. Right? And I said that to say situations like that can hit you, and then you sit there thinking about, oh my God, this is not happening, that's not happening, right? Or you pivot. Going back to what you mentioned, right? And I find that when that happened, I found that I took the time and I found that I really had interest in like cooking. So like I started cooking a lot, right? I even started learning about cryptocurrency. Started making small investments into cryptocurrency, which now is another means of income, right? So just using the downtime per se, quote unquote, to kind of better yourself, right? Or put things in place that create better opportunities for you during the period. All right, so I would definitely say change the mindset. It starts with the mindset. If you don't have the right mindset about it, and I'm not saying that you're going to have it from the get-go, but you have to be able to somewhat put things in place that will somewhat change the mindset that you currently have in terms of nothing is not happening for you. How do I get it to be in a better place? And that starts with those little items that I mentioned in terms of doing stuff that are achievable and feeling good about yourself, no matter how small the win is. And then that momentum, turns over into bigger opportunities.
And the first step, as you mentioned, was to acknowledge that you're in this situation.
Acknowledge that you have the situation. Acknowledge that there's a situation. Acknowledge that you're in a jam, but you're not necessarily in the jam to stay, right? Because at times we sit and we play like, okay, we're not really going through certain things.
In denial.
I'm guilty of it at times. And really and truly, we are. Being honest with yourself, having an acknowledgement that, okay, this is where I'm at, but I don't plan on staying here, is the first step in making the changes necessary to get out of that mind frame.
Definitely agree. And you also mentioned one very important thing, manifest.
Yeah, manifestation, definitely. Very, very, very important. Crystal, I find that a lot of times we, as humans, we think from a place of shortage as opposed to abundance.
Yes.
We focus on what we don't have or what's not going right, and we compare ourselves this, that, and the third, and that mindset puts you in a position for things not to be happening for you, because now you're putting negative energy out into the universe, right? As opposed to focusing on what's happening, what could go right, what you have, no matter how small it be. That energy caters for better opportunities.
And I must admit, I was one of those persons. I'm an overthinker. So I always think about what can go wrong and all of these things. And then I spoke to my sister that lives abroad, and she was telling me, you need to tell yourself, Crystal, that you deserve this. Tell yourself that, so whenever the negative thought comes about, tell yourself, so it's okay for it to come. It's okay for it to come, guys, because we're all humans. But you have to know how to control it.
Yeah.
So there are two sides to you. So this side is telling you, no, you can't do it. This side is going to tell you, yes, you can do it. You can attain that. You deserve this. And that's what I started to do. So I'm not going to say to you guys that it's easy to always manifest and always get up and be positive every day.
It's not. You get me? Exactly.
You have to deliberately do. It's a practice.
Yeah, it's a conscious effort day in, day out, right? And it's okay if you slip up once in a while, but it's very important that when you catch yourself slipping, you draw yourself back, right? It's a constant effort.
Definitely agree. All right, so guys, those who are just joining, help me to share the live. We're talking about what men want. First, we started off fixing the mental. We spoke about unemployment or closure of business, and they gave us some tips as to how to pick up the pieces. Of course, I'm going to save the live so you can always watch it back after. All right, any other 2 cents on this question, or I can move on to number 2?
You can, if anybody have any questions, I think they can probably ask.
Any question, guys? Any questions before I move on to question 2? Any questions before I move on to number 2? Are you guys hearing clearly? You're seeing? Hello, is quarantine time, or what they call it is lockdown time, so. I expected more people.
No movement. No movement
time. So come on. Let me know if you have any questions or if you're good. Any questions? And if you don't want to send the questions in the chat, you can send it to me in the question box and I can reveal it. I don't have to say your name. I'll just read the question. All right, we're going to move on. All right, they have none so far. Okay. So number 2, is it a must that men or women who are unemployed or not financially stable get their act together before dating?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a must.
Yeah. Definitely. And let me tell you, it's a that question now, Crystal, is a kind of, it's a good one, but it has like different angles. Because, all right, what do we consider financially stable? Right?
Give me all the angles, and then I'll give my 2 cents on it.
Because then I think for me, financial stability have different levels. Right? Because then you can, and in the layman term, or the easiest sense, is really when your expenses is less than your asset, or your spending is less than what you earn, right? But when you look at it like that, you can be financially stable for yourself,
right?
But not necessarily financially stable for a family, right? Or even for a relationship, right? So I think when it comes on to dating, it's important that both parties are financially stable, right? Even just for self. I'm not talking about you being financially stable for the next person, and that's so funny because I think there's a notion that financial stability is just on the man's part. But,
yes, I want to talk about that.
But financial stability goes both ways, and I feel like if you're going to be dating, you should at least be financially stable for yourself, right?
Yes. Let me just stick up in. So ladies, all you ladies who are talking about, if a man needs to take you out, he needs to do your hair, your nails, your this, your that. That's a no-no. That's not his responsibility.
Why? First of all, Crystal, if I go in on a date with someone and she can't even take care of that, I have no business taking her on a date. Like, that's just how I look at it.
But that is what these ladies are pushing now. You don't know?
No, as in you have women, you have women like that, and I always it's really about you finding persons with similar mindset as yourself, similar morals and values, because boy, if you really sit down and listen to everything, you'll never have general consensus on anything in this life, you know. If you really sit down and take
Mel
everything
said,
to heart.
sorry, Mel said she's going to come look good all out. Yeah, Mel.
No, but
she's going to expect you to
Mel,
pay.
of course he has to pay, right?
Okay.
Of course he has to pay.
Yeah,
right?
he has to pay, but there is a but.
What's the but?
If he invites you out, he has to pay. But if she invites you
know,
out,
say all
it is okay for her to pay.
Still never pay still.
He might go pay, like, okay, he's gonna want to pay still. But isn't it okay if she pays too? What if I always have to pay?
Like if it's I don't have a problem with her paying. If my birthday or something, you know, like special occasion, no problem, you know. But I think that if you're going out on a date, yeah, the man pay.
Ladies, what you guys think? Because I am different from other women, you know, and I don't have other women. I just don't have the notion that a man is responsible for me. I don't. And in the same way, I was on Fade Room conversation. I don't know if you know Stefan Chad.
Yeah, man, of course.
My brother, yeah. So we were having a conversation about responsibilities and, you know, and the other party is saying that it's his responsibility to deal with stuff in the house and whatever, like payments, bills and all of that. And even my best friend, she always tells me, say, listen, allow, if the man want to do it, make him do it, whatever. But for my thing, yeah, that's fine. But why is it that we women have to think that the men are obligated to do it?
All right, so all right, so my thoughts
is it
really
an obligation?
It's not necessarily, and that is why I go back to saying that you really and truly have to find who you're compatible with and like what you guys want for the relationship, right? Because if you're going to be speaking from like a traditional relationship standpoint, if there are certain expectations on the man, then there are certain expectations on the woman as well, right? What I find is that in this day and age, there are a lot of expectations on the man. Not saying that any of them are wrong, but we are forgetting about the expectation on the woman's side, right? And it can't be for each's own convenience, right? If you're going to be speaking on a traditional relationship, then speak on it on a whole, right? No. But if you're going to be speaking on, okay, a modern day relationship, then that conversation is for both parties to kind of figure out how they want to go about that or what is expected of each other, right? And because everybody I find that a challenge that we have is everybody going in a relationship with their own idea or expectation of what it should be, and we really and truly don't talk about it
and take time to ask the questions.
You
know,
right?
Find out what is your mental like for example, I'm always transparent, so I'm transparent in the sense that both of us do the bills, both of us do the chores. Like, I'll just tell you about point blank. So a man now who is going to have the mindset to say, no, I'm not going to lift a broom in the house. I'm not going to be cooking. I'm just going to know that, listen, this man is not going to be my cup of tea.
And these are conversations that we really and truly need to get out of the way from the get-go and not wait until we're well in the relationship to find out, say, okay, this person not necessarily on the same page as me. We're all guilty of it. We're all guilty of it because at the end of the day, we are emotional beings, right? And sometimes they say the heart wants what the heart wants, but sometimes the mind telling you else, right?
Ah, I
One
was
of the
gonna
strongest,
interject that in finish up that question and then
one of the strongest battles you'll ever have is between the heart and the mind, right? When it comes on to relationships, right? The heart wants one thing, the mind telling you that yo, this isn't it, this is not going to work, right? Whichever one you go with, understand that there are consequences that comes with it.
Yeah. And not only I asked you the question about being financially stable before you start dating, but not only financially stable, but also emotionally and mentally. Because, you know, leaving from one relationship to the other, even though you do find maybe the minority, not majority, who will have rebound and it works, but majority, it doesn't work. So what about trying to fix yourself emotionally before jumping into somebody else, you know, trying to, you know, mess them up? And also mentally, what's your take on that?
I think it is important that you try and get into a good emotional state before you make that move. But there is also the question, how do you know when you're in a good emotional state?
To be ready.
Right? So, and that is where it becomes tricky, because a lot of times we feel like we've gotten over or gotten past a certain thing, and then something happens and it triggers it.
Yeah.
Right? So the question now becomes, do we wait on something that we don't know when reaching the finish line, or when does it end for us in terms of moving past that trauma or whatever it is? We don't know.
Because
so do you put everything on hold, or
we spoke about trauma on the live, and our guest says time doesn't heal.
It lessens the hurt, but in some cases
it lessens it, but it doesn't heal. Because right? You know, as you said, little things can happen and it triggers it. And that question is good. Who is going to answer that question? Like, how do you know when you are ready? And you know what? I think you will be ready for the right person, because somebody may come around and you're like, oh, I'm not ready. Maybe because you don't align with, you realize that after getting to know that person, or even from a first glance, we do judge book by the cover at times.
Most times.
We say, you know what?
No, that's it. Yeah,
that's it. Me, you know, so I'm not ready for nothing yet. And then, you know, somebody else may come around and you're like, you know, there's a possibility, say, you know, we could have date and mesh and see. So it would be for the right person. That would be our answer to that question.
And I agree. I think it really is. I strongly believe in energy, and once the energy is right, with a certain person or in a certain situation, that somewhat creates a space to kind of better help you heal, right? Or move past what happened, you know?
Definitely agree with you. Alrighty. Final question. Do you mind if I say your status out on live?
I don't have a problem.
Okay. See, Melanie said the right person will also be patient and willing to help you to heal. That's very...
Yeah, that's what we're getting at. Yeah, that's what we're saying, Mel.
That's true, Mel. That's true. So as a single man, attractive and all, you know, what type of woman do you usually go for? And how do you approach such women? You did give us a little piece in the question before. You did say something about that. And how do you react to women approaching you first?
You know, this is a very funny one, because I'm sure the response I give, my friends would say it different. Right?
Well, hello. This is Real Issues Live with Crystal.
My friends
so you're going to give me the real answer.
There has to be an attraction factor, I don't. This is who you want to be, and you want to say there isn't no form. You don't look at looks and all these things. There, that is very important. Important. That's where it actually begins, right? If you don't find the person attractive, 9 times out of 10, it's not even moving on from there, right?
Somebody said this interesting man. She have to
Right.
sexy.
Yeah, man. She definitely have to look good, and then looks now is relative, right? Hear me.
Somebody say you're picky.
Right?
So she have to look good.
So there has to be an attraction factor. Now, the challenge that we tend to have a lot of times is that,
Mel said that good-looking single people just picky.
right? The challenge that we tend to have a lot of times, though, Mel, is that finding the balance with the attraction and the mental, or being on the same page, is where the challenge usually comes in.
Right.
When it comes on to, I like women who are strong-willed, ambitious, right?
We have to go right.
In
This
the code, and let me add this as well, Mel, because
I'm going to tackle you on the strong will and ambitious when you're finished.
yeah, all right. So you see that strong-willed thing now. A lot of times I find that people confuse strong-willed and stubborn.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
No. They're not the
Right.
same. I think there's a very thin line. They're not the same. They're not the same thing.
There's a thin line, yeah.
Right? Because
But the dictionary said that it's the same. But yes, there's a thin line.
when it comes on, all right, this is my take on it. When it comes on to like being stubborn comes from a place of immaturity and like self-defeating behavior, right? That is how I look at being stubborn, as opposed to strong will is having a strong sense of what you believe in, right? Whereas the stubborn side of it is really self-defeating. Like it is shallow, right? A lot of the actions come from immaturity or just saying no for no sake, right? Being short-sighted in certain matters, right? Whereas being strong-willed is having a reinforced belief, you know, working hard, believing in what you
Stand for what
hold dear, standing for what you believe in. And I really think at times we kind of play around with the two, and I don't think it's healthy, right? Because just saying no and not doing something for not doing something's sake, and then sticking, okay, I'm stubborn, and glorifying being stubborn does nothing. Because at the end of the day, as in that attitude and that mentality is going to hurt you in the long run, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to genuinely believing in something, right? Not being short-sighted about the matter, being able to see it from different angles, and then making a strong decision on it is different.
Okay,
right?
I agree. So first, she has to be attractive.
Yeah.
What do you think about the ladies who do bodies and all these things? What's your take on that?
I don't have an issue with it. I really don't have an issue with it. At the end of the day, one is her body, right? As in, if it's going to make her comfortable, by all means, go ahead and do it. You have women that are for it, women that are against it. And at the end of the day, I think it's her body. If she chooses to do it because it's going to add to her confidence, go ahead and do it. you know.
Oh, so
We put in, as in we put on makeup, we get haircuts, you know.
right.
We do all these nice things to feel better about ourselves. If that on a man's side, if that may look like buying a nice car or a nice watch or
I
something.
don't cut your Rosie wants to know. No, the women who do this surgery to enhance their looks,
I don't
like
have an issue with
the
women
bottom and the
doing
breast and
surgery.
whatever.
I don't have an issue with that.
Okay, so my thing is that you ever feel it? Yeah, I wonder how it feel. Like it feels the same way to you. How does it feel? Have you ever been with a woman that has?
So now it stresses me, but
No,
yeah,
I'm not stressing you. Have you ever been with a woman?
I have, right?
You have?
Yeah, and
So what's the difference between the natural and the...
there is no. Let me tell you, I would say there's a slight difference, but it's not like a difference that's going to like throw you off. You get me?
Okay.
I'd be like well, it comes down to the person, right? It really comes down to the person, right? But for me, it's not a difference that's going to make me be like, oh my God, I can't, I'm out, I can't do this.
But aren't you afraid to go with force? Go with force because you're afraid something bursts or
no,
something?
Initially I thought like that, but no, initially I thought like that, but no, you can go with force. You can go with force.
Somebody said that they are scared because they're afraid God punish them.
Well, if that's what you're worried about, I'm more than likely you have other things to worry about too if you talk about God and punishment. Right?
Okay. My thing is that, I would do a breast reduction. But God give me the boobs them. And I'm like, God, am I not appreciating them because they enhanced me and people are paying to get them.
All right. But go ahead.
But when my back start hurting.
Exactly, right? So that's
I know them are gonna feel the pain. So it's something that I've looked into. Yeah.
Yeah. So
but in terms of to say, put on the big this and that, my take on it is not like I don't shun anybody that does, but for me, I mean, love yourself, Aziz. Like love yourself whichever way.
We all
love yourself, whether or not you have it.
The truth of the matter is we always make that statement. You get me? Love yourself as is, but as humans we tend to always pick at what is wrong. With ourselves, right? You look in the mirror, you're not looking at what's right. You get me? You're looking at the little imperfections and things. And that is, it really is a wrong way of looking at certain things. But comfort and confidence is another thing. And for some people, having that comfort or confidence involves doing the surgery, reducing whatever. It's just that. And for me, I look at it in the same light. You probably doing makeup or you getting a card.
No, it's different. Makeup can't wash off.
But that's how you're looking at it. Okay, that it can't. I'm talking about the confidence aspect of it.
Oh, okay.
In terms of you're doing this because it adds to your confidence. Some persons are okay with it not being able to wash off. It's like a tattoo. Some persons are okay with putting on a tattoo and it's not being able to come off, right? While others aren't. It really comes down to the individual. I don't think that because you necessarily aren't okay with it, or oh my God, for you it can't come off, you should think that it's wrong.
I get you. Somebody say, what about Spice on? You like Spice figure?
If I like Spice
figure, yeah.
It's not necessarily my cup of tea, but as in, it's not like say Spice look bad. It's just not
right.
mine,
Okay.
So
But I shouldn't see a dope no look so. You know, so
I
obvious.
shouldn't see a one nice, you know. I can't work with that.
Yeah, so shouldn't see a one no so obvious.
I can't work with a Shensia, you know. Can't work with a Shensia. I'm not even. I'm not lie. I can't work with a
So
Shensia.
ladies, when you doing it nobody, not do it. Don't make it OD too much. Make people have to really wonder if. It's all right. You never finish your statement. Your thing. You
Yes,
say
so I'm talking
attraction,
about like she being ambitious, strong-willed,
ambitious, strong
yeah,
will. Mm-hmm.
genuine.
Yes.
To be, yeah.
Yes.
The thing you don't know some of these things until you're actually with the person, right? So that is kind of like the downside of it, right? But once I see these traits coming out, it's always a plus for me. Somebody that
Yep.
I'm a giver, and I always say I'm a giver, so I expect a giver, right? And
Right.
like someone that's giving, someone that's caring, because that's how I operate, right?
And you know what? It's okay to date before you jump in it, because you said you're not going to really know until you're with the person.
What's dating? And
getting to know without establishing to say, okay, we are official. Just going out, phone conversation.
You believe you can be dating more than one person at the same time?
People do it, but I don't know how to do that. That's not me. But people do that, and they said that it works for them because it's not like sex is involved. So
Okay.
they do it so they, get to know. I have.
So no level of affection is included in this dating phase. That's what you say.
No sexual thing in the dating state, right? No.
All right. No, when we start no level of affection or sexual stuff.
Affection in the sense of a hug,
kiss.
What else?
Like a kiss, like how a kissing thing go, like on lips.
I guess you can do a kiss, yeah.
On lips,
fine. But you're not going to kiss any and anybody.
Yeah,
so somebody has to really be into.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. You get me? So like, I feel everybody have their own idea of what dating is for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that is something that I definitely should understand or have a conversation about when you actually start talking or dating somebody. You know, okay, if we're dating, what is dating for you as opposed to what is dating for me? Because then you probably come tell me that, all right, okay, we're dating and we're on the same page, that all right, we're dating, but maybe your dating is, as you say, no sexual nothing, and my dating involves sex, right? And then you go have the clash there.
And when since dating involves sex though, like
no,
you modern day people.
But you have persons with that. I've had conversations with persons that hold that idea. Right? So it's important that you know what is their idea of dating, you know? Or if they're okay with dating multiple persons, because maybe them out there date multiple persons, and a year ahead they date this person with intention. So he or she is the only person you're dating, and them out there a freestyle just for the vibes. You get me? So having an understanding of what the value that each put on the term dating and what it means, right? Because some people can just date for the vibes, you know, and some people cannot date with intention. You get me? To in a relationship. You get me? Because I can't see.
Yeah, but if I am going to be dating though, wouldn't it be the intention to be in a relationship?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily, because I don't. If you plan on getting into a relationship, right? I don't see why you would be testing out all the quote unquote cars on the lot. You get me? Because you're spreading your energy, your time all over. I think if your energy and your intention needs to be here, because it's like watching a movie. The moment you turn your head, you probably miss something out of the show. if all the focus not upon it in the moment, right? And these little things that you quote unquote may miss, right, may be the reason why one you end up together or you don't end up together, right? So
Yeah, that's true.
I think that if you're going to be dating and you're dating with an intent, right, your energy and your focus should be here, right?
That's true.
This is what I'm doing now, because you're trying to get to know the person. You're not trying to get to know Kim, Kerry, Simone, all of them, because there's no way I can truly know each of them with my energy and time split right across the board.
Yes, that's true. But I know
That's
people
how I
who
look
have
at it.
done the world. But I know, as I said, I'm with you. I'm like that.
That's how I look
That's
at
my
it.
take.
And that is why I say it really comes down to everybody's idea
Everybody's
of dating.
idea. Right.
Right?
Yeah. But yeah, I do know people who try the multi-dating thing, not being intimate with them, but intimate with them. But you know,
Because
I know.
all right, let me show you a vibe.
It works out now.
Let me show you a vibe, Crystal. So, all right, cool. Because you have some people are great at acting, right? Are great at small moments. So I can decide that, all right, cool. I'm dating Keisha, I'm dating Kim, I'm dating Joan, right? And I'm like Joan vibe, you know, also like Keisha vibe. But because of this spreading our energy and time, maybe one night Keisha give me a nice vibe and me and say, yo, you know, so me can work with Keisha. I feel like Keisha are the one. You see me? I'm a jump and cut off and say, here I go on. Joan can go on. I like a vibe XYZ, but Keisha a thing there. Fast forward, boom, I realize, yo, Keisha not the one, because the time and energy, effort, everything needed that you should have been placing, or you should have been putting your energy to find out, you probably use a one or two moments or dating situations to write off somebody else, right? And I think that, yo, if you're going to be playing the whole game, give everybody their fair chance, right?
Right.
Because the first month may be great with Keisha and not so much with Joan. But the third month with Joan may be magical, and the third month with Keisha may not it, right? And I think that is the downfall that comes with the spread attack.
The word multi-dating.
To multi-dating. And then that is why we find ourselves in situations, you know, shall give such and such a chance, and you see me? Because we are work off a vibe.
Yeah, but what I think though, guys, somebody said it earlier, like single guys like you who looks good, what you try to do is when the women come around, you try to compare. And so let's say you say, oh, you tell this person, say, no, you know, I'm not ready for that yet, or you know. But then once you deem someone based on the looks, or I don't know, whatever, you say, all right, you are willing to give that person a talk over the other person who you deem say, sure, it's just not going to work out from the beginning. But that's unfair, and we women do it too, because men in my DM, first of all, I am going to judge you based on what you post. So this guy like me offer everything. But the only thing he posts is in BMW and him flossing and him this and him that. And I'm like, that's not it, bro. Like, I don't know the woman that you attract, but that's not going to attract me, you know? So in posting all of these flossing and there's nothing wrong with a guy likes what they like, and you know, some girls may catch them or go for them. But for me, no. I'm more looking at how you think mentally, you know, how do you, the positive things that you post and, you know, stuff like that. So even though them says social media is not a real place, you still have to use it somehow, because especially in these times, you're not going anywhere to meet anybody, so you have to go look for them. What them up to.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to use that to judge. So
Yeah.
I think, some of you ready to say, oh no, I'm not ready yet for a relationship right now. But if it's somebody else that you deem aligned with you in your purpose, you're gonna willing to say, all right, let's talk and let's see. But that's my take. What is your take on that?
There has to be a level. There has to be a level of mutual understanding. The morals have to be in line, right? If it's not in line, why Lincoln like that, right? But yeah, the morals have to be in line, right? If
Lincoln, I'm bringing you back on the show, them going to trouble you next time. Yeah, sorry.
If the morals and the values aren't in line, you're going to always be having problems.
Right.
What is Crystal going to miss her blessing? No, I think you're looking at it from a good perspective in terms of not one. I don't think you should necessarily use the whole posting bottles, this or that, the flashiness, the kind of right of someone, right? Because at the end.
And this is why I did it. So I met the person face to face. Like, after going out or whatever, I would see the person, and the person has always been trying to get with me and whatever. And based on all the person, I forget you or whatever. And he said,
oh, it's somewhat of a
that is saying, look at my Instagram and you will change your mind,
Oh,
like,
okay,
he
okay,
did that,
okay.
You have to just give me a chance. At least give me an Instagram page, because he wanted my number. I wasn't given the number. So he's like, okay, look at my Instagram or whatever. I'm like, that's not it, bro.
Yeah, and the truth of the matter is, for some women, for some people, it works, right? For some people, it works.
Yeah.
For others, it don't. If you think if that's not in line with how you operate, leave it alone, right?
Right.
But you have some women that jump on the niggas IG, and you have some men that jump on women IG and feel like, oh my God, what's going on here?
The amount of followers, a hot girl, this man.
Oh my God.
Body look good.
Trust me, yeah. As in catfish, for real. Catfish, right?
That's true.
So even if you choose to look on the Instagram, ensure that you get to know in person conversation.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
Definitely important. But when it comes down to the type of women, have to be ambitious, have to be genuine, strong-willed. Talk about that. I like alpha. I like alpha type females. I don't like women that are easily influenced. I don't. I really don't like that. I find that it ticks me off.
Listen, one of my friends, I'm not going to call his name, Lincoln. Is that you, Lincoln? Yeah, Lincoln, your friend. He said to me, you're going to be hard to get somebody because of because I'm the alpha type. He said, I said, why? Because he's saying that men actually likes girly girls. And I'm like, okay, there's nothing wrong with being a girly
girl. You can be a girly girl and
still be alpha.
Alpha,
Exactly. You know what you want. You know that, listen,
Marky,
you are not a wave in the sea.
Marky, I'm not saying that she's going to be alpha in the relationship, right? But she has an alpha personality.
Okay. Now we're getting at it.
Right?
Yes. So there are different ways to be alpha.
Yeah, she's definitely not going to be alpha in the relationship, but having an alpha personality,
do you think most men go for that door, because it's very few men can stand up and say, you know, they want a strong woman, because most of these men nowadays, I don't think that's the case. They want a woman that's weak and they can tell them what to do. Ladies, am I lying? Ladies, talk to me. Me feel say very few men now.
I don't think that's the case for every man. You know,
A few.
yeah, I don't think that's
Majority.
I don't think that's the
Majority.
case for everyone. But a lot of times I find that women think that being strong is telling your man no. You get me? That's not being strong. As in, like, disagreeing or telling your man no is not being strong. And a lot of women I find have that idea in the head. Like, okay, if him said this, you could all agree, you know. Just the fact that you said no, you feel like, okay, that's standing up to a man, or that's you being strong. Once you stand up to a man, you're being strong. No, as in there are a lot of areas to it, and I think that is something we really and truly need to do away with, because sometimes your man genuinely say something solid, right?
That's true.
And it goes, and Mark, it goes both ways, because
somebody said that we men, boys like weak women, but men, they like strong women. Well, I know an alpha, and you know, we were having a conversation the other day, and he's saying even though men like strong women, they don't ended up being with them because they are too much work. And I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. They think that, you know, there's
all right,
too much
can I ask you the question? What would you consider a strong woman?
All right, so I can speak for myself. Where a strong woman, someone that knows how to sacrifice, someone that knows how to stand her ground. She's not like a wave in the sea. So if she has an issue or a certain moral values, she's not going to be waved or swayed. She's going to be standing up for herself, independent, of course. Not necessarily, I was going to say have own business, but that don't.
Yeah, you don't.
Not
Yeah,
necessarily.
yeah,
you don't necessarily need to be right. Yeah, but that's just who I am. You know, it's not like, so I'm willing to do whatever in terms of, to say, let's say, you know, I hit a hard spot. I know how to get out of it, because I don't live to impress people. You understand? So, you know, that is just my take on it. I'm going to do what I can do in my little regime until I can do better. I'm not going to go around and say, okay, I'm going to do this for that. And, you know, that's just my take on a strong woman.
Yeah, and you're really touching on it, because you don't even have to go further, right? Because that in essence is what it's about, right? But you fact that's not the case for a lot of women, and I find that there is somewhat of an there's an expectation. I think that they think that something is owed to them, and I find that especially in society now, there's this battle between like man and woman, as in there doesn't need to be a battle, right? I don't understand why it's like man against woman. No, as in there needs to be a unit, right?
I agree.
And it's like we shine away from the idea of actually being a unit, and that probably comes from the true intention. I don't think a lot of situations, a lot of relationships really have true intentions or true purpose, right? We're in it, we're hoping that it work out. Boy, I'm talking about this. I see it play out a lot of times, right? We really and truly do have a plan of what we want or how we're going to go about achieving it or getting to that point, right? We get into relationships a lot of times and we think that, yo, the best years of the relationship at the start, right? But if the best years of the relationship at the start, or if the best years of the relationship should be at the start, what happens 10 years down the road?
Yeah.
You get me? At the start is when we should be working on the things we probably don't have right. You get me? I think that should be the mentality that we have going into it most times.
Yeah.
At the start is when you're gonna have most of the hiccups, right? But I'm not saying that to say you're supposed to sit down with somebody and take all them foolishness at the beginning. Yeah, you have to understand, or you have to see where there's an effort being made to go in the direction that you both want to go, right?
Yeah.
But this idea of having bliss at the start of the relationship, because that's when you least know each other. You get me? How you gonna be having complete bliss at the start of it?
That's true. That's true.
And then that is why if I have a lot of relationships or marriages ending, you get me? You have relationships lasting for such a short period because
they really don't spend time to know each other.
We enter into the relationship thinking that, yo, it should be all nice and dandy from the get-go, right off the bat, right?
True.
Or the best years should, no, the best years cannot be at the start of it, right?
You're going to get bored at some point. You're going to get tired, and you're going to get, frustrated, and
Yeah, I think it's like I even
keep the spark alive, and
it's like
that's going to be for another topic too. Since you're the single man here, but I think I want to try to bring on somebody that is married for years, because I hear this topic coming up of women being complacent a lot of times, and so I want to talk to somebody who has been in a marriage, and just to give people tips as to how not to be complacent. What somebody says, a woman who structure her life of her moral values and live by it. That is true, Tariq. Men like women who are ambitious and have a strong desire to accomplish their goals. Yes, Auntie Yannick. Congrats, best after 7 years. Wow. Congrats, Tia. What Lincoln say? Tie up each other? Lincoln, is you are going to make command and talk for the topic, the married man topic.
I even come on, yes?
Yes. So Andy, so I'm write down you're attractive, you're strong-willed, you're ambitious, you're alpha, which is similar to strong-willed, genuine. Anything else? For these ladies here in my DM, I'm single.
So that's pretty,
it.
that's
the
pretty
main
much
thing.
the list. And that is something I don't practice. You know how you go on dates sometime and you ask the question, what is it that you look for in someone? I really don't practice like sharing that or telling that.
Yes.
Like if it's you, then it's you. You get me? And I really don't like when I was younger, I used to ask that question. But I really don't be asking that question nowadays. As in,
and when you ask them, you tell them, Andy, they're going to be exactly who you have them going.
Exactly, and then you're going to. We're doing something that you can't maintain. You get me?
Oh.
And then, if what I'm giving you, if that works for you, then that works for you. And if what you're giving me that works for me, then that works for me. But from the jump, I'm not gonna be talking about where you look for and this or where you no. Yeah. I think that's something that like come with age. At some point, you just kind of get tired of like seeing certain things. You get me?
You live and you learn, like I say, you know what? You see, the next relationship that I'm gonna go in, it's gonna be like no other, because then you must learn, you must be a better version of yourself,
Right? So hopefully God's will.
No, you must be a better version of yourself. And then, look in the mirror to say, this is what I was doing wrong. Because some people, they don't reflect to, they think that, only the other person was wrong. And,
look, I always talk about it. Self-accountability is something
right.
that we all need to practice. You get me? Like, really and truly need. Like, I don't think we do it enough. I don't think so. Yeah, some persons don't do it at all. It can't be.
That is true.
It can't be a situation where we're always pointing finger, right?
Yeah, and the strong will something can get you in a trouble too. Because I was very strong-willed so I was married. I'm very transparent. I don't see why people are afraid to talk about.
Crystal, were you strong-willed or were you stubborn? See, that's where the self accountability comes in, because then
if me feel like say, Andy, I have a strong point on certain things, and that is my point, and you can't see it that way.
Maybe in the moment. All right, you see, all right, and I can say this because I'm like it's like in the moment I'll genuinely, if I hold a stance on something and I probably genuinely feel that way about it, I'm going to hold it, I'm going to stand on it, right? But when that takes place, there has to be a side of you that really when all the noise done make and everything, sit and evaluate the situation and hold yourself accountable where necessary. If you don't have that voice or reason, you're always going to be.
That's true.
Doing yourself a disservice.
She's stubborn. But Andy, what if you have all the attributes but you're a little bit stubborn? Like, come on.
You never have
Nobody's
some moments,
perfect,
Krista,
man.
you never have some moments when say you hold a stance and then when you're there by yourself, you probably all admit you sit down and admit what, like, some
hey,
never
the one them talk up,
like,
them talk up to the stuff, but them talk truth.
That's it. You probably said to yourself, say, some never fear go on, so like all of that never necessary. You get me? Like, you actually start meds what was being said to you, and you start checking in and I say, all right, well, thing with and what you need to we should try and practice as well.
Me do that after a relationship done. Me reflect.
All right, see, and we can't necessarily wait.
So I reflect after.
Exactly. No, but Crystal, you touch on that, and a lot of people, that's what they do. After the situation, after the fact, there needs to be a level of self accountability.
That's true.
Like directly after what take place. And I don't like when certain things happen in my life, I don't necessarily have an issue going to people and getting their views on it. Like within my circle, I get the views on it. Because sometimes I try to figure out if me overreact to a situation.
Right.
You get me? Or get a different perspective on it. And if I'm wrong, I will address and tell you that, okay, I'm wrong, apologize. But if I wasn't, don't expect.
I agree. And Mel said every time you have a disagreement, you should reflect. That's true.
Yeah,
as I said, guys, I'm learning.
Mel, that is so true. Every time you have a disagreement.
Yeah, both men and women too. Both men and women.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do that. People think that saying that you are divorced or saying that you are single, that means say you're lonely. Like why them sorry for we? Why they sorry for single people?
Trust me. As in, it's not a matter.
About the peace of mind for me.
Being single is definitely not being lonely. And I feel like as a people, Jamaican people, we're supposed to know better. With all the foolishness them what we keep up. Whether that involve talking to a married man or talking to a man in a relationship or being a side man and all these things, we should know better, right?
Exactly.
You're not going to be lonely. Matter of fact, the people in a relationship probably more lonely than the single people.
Thank you.
Right?
They're more lonely than, hey, leave me alone, like a crime. They go like single life.
So as in, being single is not a lonely situation. It just calls for better movement. or
Right.
strategic.
And you know, do a lot of self-reflecting, working on your mental, working on you. It's just your time now to do all of those, you know, little things that you didn't, because sometimes we're in a relationship, we do lose ourselves. That's for another topic because we're not supposed to anyways. But
Yeah.
especially when you have a child, you do lose yourself. So, you know, take your time to get back yourself and all of these things. It's not a crime. I'm not going to say, let me declare, I'm not going to say there are not going to be times, because I always be real with you guys, real issues live with Krista. They're not going to be, I'm not going to say, listen, you're not going to have time where you say, boy, I wish I went have somebody here, you know, with me, have some kind of companion. You know, if you're going through a bad time, you wish you had somebody up on the phone with you for the entire night just to get you through these things. So you are going to have these feelings, but they will pass. This too shall pass.
It always does.
This too shall pass until you are ready and the right person, when the right person come around, you will know.
All
right.
You see, you talk on that, when the right person come around, you will know, because sometimes, see that it goes both ways, because as much as sometimes the right person can come around and you're not ready, so you have to ensure that as much as it's not a situation where you just sit down and wait on the right person, you have to ensure that you are the right person for the right person. You get me? So
yes.
So I think that. And it ties into the whole self-accountability aspect as well, because if you're just sitting there looking or waiting for Prince Charming to just come, boom, sweep you off, when you're going to end up turning...
When that Prince Charming get you, Prince Charming go say, well, hold on there. This is not a princess.
Exactly, right? So you...
This are the servant. No, me don't want this. This is not what I want, right? You know? So you have to get yourself princess up. Be the queen. A lot of times, if you want a king.
Yeah, a lot of times you really go into relationships with good intentions, and then you're realizing that, as in it's not... both ways, it's not being returned, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
There has to be that two-way, right? And I think that if it's not there, when Prince Charming or Mr. Right or Mrs. Right, whoever comes along, if you aren't in the right space to be receiving that, it's not going to be. That's why sometimes you say you can meet the right person just at the wrong time. Right.
I agree. Because maybe the person may, be going through a rough time at that time, and something they turn you off. Maybe they're not communicating with you as much, as they would have if they were not going through that situation. And so it seems as if, they're not right for you, but it's just that time. But I believe in, what I believe in though really is just waiting your time, work on yourself, man. Like I spoke to one of my male friends the other day, and he was telling me that he saw this girl, and so it's the flip side to what you have been saying for this entire night or live. He said he saw this girl, but right then and there, or she looked, she well sat out, like ear well done, nails. She just him said, listen to me, man. Them girl are not going nobody. them too high maintenance. And so some men, they shy away from their queen because they're not confident enough, or they're saying, listen, me can't go manage for deal with that. But why are they thinking that is their responsibility to maintain that?
Because that's what society is telling them. So when you have a majority, because mark you, and whenever I speak, I'm not speaking as in like it's a general rule, right?
Right.
Because there are exceptions to every situation. But when you have a society preaching a certain type of operation, then that's the result that you get. It even, like, I was having a conversation with a group of friends. I went out for brunch with some of my lady friends, and I was like, yo, at the end of the day, you guys are probably a part of the reason why, I find it so hard to be speaking or having a relationship with persons at times, because their outlook on the situation is completely different. Not in a bad way, as in they're like yourself in terms of they are independent women, right? They have their own, they do their own thing, and they have an understanding of. I don't necessarily. All right, we are somewhat on the same page, right? You're not expecting anyone to come out and save them, right? But they're, as much as they're not expecting that, they appreciate situations like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
And I find that just having women friends like that, whenever I come around, like, I'm saying not alpha women. Let me just say that not alpha women, it kind of ticks me off, because I'm like, yo, this is not what I'm used to, right? So that kind of influence the whole outlook and mentality that you have.
And you know what? That is why you have to have, as you mentioned, strong will earlier. Guys, we're talking about what men want, and they gave me. First of all, the woman have to be attractive. All right, he never necessarily give me a specific shape or whatever. He not have a problem if she do up her body and whatever, as long as she's attractive. Am I correct?
Yeah. Attraction is relative. The beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, right? So, as long as I find her attractive, right?
Strong will, ambitious, genuine, alpha. So back to what
I agree, Tia. I agree.
So that is why you have to know your woman, because society is always going to be changing or giving you some kind of pressure, peer pressure.
Yeah.
So
what it's supposed
you have
to
be rooted and grounded to say, listen, this is my take on it. So it doesn't matter what Curvy Diva over there saying or whosoever over there saying. My take on it is this, and I'm not going to be easily swayed. So yeah, that is how I see.
That's how you have to look at it, as in,
right.
There's somebody out there for everybody.
Right. So men, don't bother be intimidated by these women when you see them in them this and them that, and be the confident, because sometimes you miss out too, because you say, no sir, she not going to want me because she well proper and well put together.
Shoot your shot, you never know,
Thank you, man. Take care. Shoot the shot, man. You finished telling me about the type of woman?
Yeah, man, that's
okay. How do you react to women approaching you first?
I don't have an issue with it, but it's not. I don't prefer. As in, I'm the hunter. You hear me?
Right.
So
right.
I don't mind it. I'm not going to be like, yo, or write up the situation completely, because that's how it started or how it happened.
Right.
But if it starts like that, more than likely, I'm going to change the narrative, right?
Yeah.
But change the narrative. But I believe that the man's supposed to do the pursuing.
I agree and I disagree, because first of all, if the man don't know anything about you and you want to let the man know, say, me, there's something available, then that's fine. But as you say, once you show that man the hint, the ball would have to now be in his court to steer it.
Yeah.
No, I've done it before. Like, and me say, me nah do it again, me shame. Me nah do it. So sometimes you can't do it and you have an experience. And this guy on my IG.
So my question
me not go call no name, eh?
My question to you is, how long were you trying to steer this ship for?
No. I've never tried nothing. Let me tell you. So him on my IG, girls say, girl not ready for nothing yet, but that 1 year him keep on posting up that he's single and he ready for, he think he's ready for whatever. So me say, all right, because first of all, but after no say you're single, say all right, I'm going to show a hint. And so I thought about it, and me wait too long So me try to get the person. Me try to get the person number. And then no, message the person, Missy say whatever, and him say, I mean, I've actually started dating someone. Me say me, never again. Never again.
Okay, all right.
It sounds like you don't still want to try to get to know me still even though I'm dating. But that's not me. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how to do this.
So, all right,
never again.
Let me put this in perspective for you, because you see, all right, just match that feeling, right?
Yeah.
Live in that moment for a bit. That's what men go through on a daily. You get me? Right? That's true. Just match that moment. That's what men go through.
I've done that a lot.
So, and exactly, right? So that's something you as women have to take into consideration, that as in sometimes you don't really call for the attitude and certain things. You get me? If you're going to say no or refuse, reject, just be polite about it. Yeah. Right? And really and truly, it's a part. Right now, some man have no brought up still, but and I think that is why even when they get rejected, some of them don't know how to handle it, and they respond in a different type of ways.
Curse you off.
Right? But there's two sides to the coin, because as much as I think there needs to be an understanding that sometimes we don't call for the whole aggression. You get me? Or telling a nigga no in any type of way. You can be polite about it. If the situation becomes disrespectful, then react how you want to react. But I find it nowadays the slightest of thing. Right now you can't even jump in a DM and probably saying heart eyes. You get me? Or like a picture. Because the moment you do that, it's taken that you're looking this person. You get me? You can't even women don't even take compliments too tough nowadays, because a compliment means, okay, I'm trying to get in your pants. You get me?
That's true.
It really becomes twisted these
But
days.
that's girls though. Women, we don't be like that. Even men calling to me on the street, and I'm just polite. I'm like, hi, girls. Girls would be like, what you not calm before, So women, I think and probably all your socialized though. But
yeah,
definitely that's one thing I said I would not do again. But I don't regret doing it, because at least that person knows, and at least I was talking to, because I tried to talk to people before I come on the show to get their different perspective, so I can put it on the show. And he says to me, well, only an attractive woman can throw a hint or give or pass, because then they're confident enough to say, at least the man going to say she ugly or she this and she that. So at least you're confident. But other people, they just wouldn't do it. But I just had to. And then when me hear say, but at least I know. Because I'm always going to be wondering, is he still single? Could we get to know each other? So it's good. It's good and it's bad.
And but it probably has to do with your alpha
like
ways.
Do it again. Yeah?
It probably has to do with your alpha ways that you speak of.
No, the person didn't know me any at all.
Yeah, but as in you, no, as in I'm talking in terms of you going out of your way to shoot your shot. Yeah.
Yeah. So I normally go for what I want.
Yeah, so that is in line with that. Because you really and truly have, as much as I believe it's a man's duty too. You have someone who not do it none at all. In terms of
me eat them, man. That's not nice.
You have someone who not do it none at all.
Woo! Somebody said I must do it again. Stop.
Why not? Second time me with the charm.
Them I forgot do it now. Watch this life, guys. Don't be intimidated by me. Anyways, that's basically it. You're going to tell me a little bit about Majesty. You have any products could show me? Or before we go, do you have any questions for me?
Mm, no, I think I threw out some questions through our conversation back and forth. So if anything
Okay.
comes up between now and the right?
All right, guys, send in some questions for Andy before he tells us about Majesty.
Are we in one of the pieces, by the way?
Oh. Wow. So are they how durable tell me them not asking a question. I think we interacted throughout the live. So
Yeah, I think enough questions came in through.
Yeah, man. So tell us about your business.
All right. Well, I started off when our conversation talking about it's a Jamaican brand. We focus on accessories, premium accessories, try to provide it at an affordable price. We are online based, and we ship island wide, ship overseas as well. I was sharing the piece of Maris, this piece right here. I call this a conversation starter because every time I wear this piece, it's made from stainless steel and titanium. Whenever I'm out, it always grabs somebody's attention, and then the conversation starts from there. And normal, if you see me out, you'll probably see me in this piece. This is our chain, which is the logo of the company, which is a circle and a crown.
Right.
The logo is really a circle and a crown because the brand really speaks to nobility, style, fashion. You know, it represents a royal community of persons, hence the circle with the crown. You can check us out on Instagram. It's Majesty.
Type the Instagram page because I think I have it incorrect on the flyer. Type it, guys. Follow them for me. Jamaican own. As you know, I'm all about supporting your own. Support your own, guys, please, because they are the one that will feel it. I mean, I'm not telling you not to support the big brands, but really and truly, them don't know who you are. They don't know if you thank you and appreciate it. So you know, support your own. Type it and then let me pin it.
All right, see if you can pin it. Because hold on, because I'm trying to tag it, but it's not.
So can you? It's mostly for male or you have
we started out primarily for men, but like over the years, women started asking about doing pieces. So we started going in women design. I sent the website. You can check out the website. We have a website, www.majestycompany.com. You can view all the pieces there. So as I said, it started off as a men accessories brand, and we kind of transitioned in terms of providing pieces for women as well, mainly like unisex stuff because we still try to keep it male focused.
Right.
But there are pieces that we do for women, and you find a lot of women purchase for the huzzy.
Yeah.
Or the side man.
Tell me. So Olade, tell me, like, give me an idea of the piece that is on your hand, like.
All right, so this piece sells for
the price.
Yeah, this piece sells for 4,500 Jamaican. The chain sells for like 2,500. So we try and keep it within a reasonable price.
Wow.
We have pieces as low as $2,000 going up to 10,000. So it's a nice range.
It's affordable.
And it is affordable. So you find that the brand is slowly growing. Must give thanks to everybody that's even on the live right now that have supported the business, you know, over the years. As in, we're doing good things. We have a lot in the pipeline, especially for next year. So we just want to roll those out and just keep
You speak
going.
of we. Is it a family owned?
No, it's my business, but I have persons that are part of
okay.
Right, so it really is about how do we take it to the next level. You have a lot of persons. It's about staying consistent for us, right? Some persons start a business and within the first 5 years, you will tell whether or not you're going to be in it. we're really and truly in it for the long run,
Yeah.
right? So we're just slowly ensuring that we put everything in place to be here for a long time, right? And so far, so good. Growth is constant. We're staying consistent with the quality. Our customer base is lovely. Have to love them. Our supporters, our buyers are called nobles. So whenever we're referring to our customers, we refer to them as nobles. So
okay, that's good.
Yeah, so
I'm definitely going to support.
it's a growing brand. As in, I don't think I'm not trying to be biased or anything, but there really isn't a brand in Jamaica like it. So whenever persons go on your Lincoln, so so whenever persons visit like our website and stuff, there's always the question of, yo, is this Jamaican, right? And then when persons find out that the brand is actually Jamaican, like it's just a whole different type of it.
Yeah, I think we should definitely support.
And yeah, and I can definitely like run some giveaways for your program, like in the future.
Woo!
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that. Hello. I was
man,
just gonna say.
I can make that happen for sure.
So, okay, all right. So I was gonna. That's even better than what I was gonna propose. So let me shut my mouth. Well, we can still propose it. I was gonna say everybody who comes on my live to advertise, even though the platform's small for now, they have to, when they're gonna purchase, they just tell you that they were on the live and you give them discount. All right, so I'm not gonna tell you what percentage to do, whatever you can.
So what about the ones that watch the live after the live?
Yeah, man, once they watch the live after, because I do have people from England and other places that not able to watch it now, so they watch it after. So definitely, once they tell her that they were on the live, you give them a discount.
Right,
but in terms of the giveaway,
we can discuss that.
The giveaway part, yeah. You want to give away one tonight?
As in, I don't have an issue. As in, yeah, sure, why not? But as in, you would have to decide how that giveaway.
I'm gonna ask the question.
You have to decide how that giveaway is done.
All right, guys. Let me see if you were listening. Students, name 4 qualities that Andy looks for in a woman. Just 4.
Name 4.
Yeah. 4 qualities. Or 4.
Why you made the question on me though?
No, because you said it, and I want to know if they were listening.
All right.
So you said, right, this is the type of woman that you look for. Tell me 4. Is it attributes or qualities that he mentioned that he looks for? First person to do that will get a piece.
Courtesy
if it's a female
of Majesty Vogue.
Right. Alpha, he never say crazy.
Never, definitely.
He never say crazy. Him say alpha.
He's probably responding to what he thinks.
Submissive. Him never said that. He never said that.
Oh my God, Lincoln.
All right, Lincoln, you're out of it. You're out of it. Come.
Lincoln,
let me see who was listening. Him never said that. Even though, of course, he would want her to be loyal. Come on, like, boy, if loyalty not in them and all, like, you can't get none of them something from me, because we have to know, say, yo, the respect and the loyalty, then you can get everything what you want. But I have to know. Okay, somebody says alpha, loyal, looks, strong will. He didn't say loyal. He didn't say loyal. But you're getting hot. That's hot. Come again.
That I can't. We can. Oh, we can pass.
Peanut say employed, alpha, sensible, and stylish. That's good, but you never said that.
Lincoln, just relax.
Oh, Lincoln, behave yourself. I don't want no mix-up on here. Attractive, independent, smart, and alpha. He didn't say that.
So.
What do you mean? For tell me, say no, I'm gonna win this something. No, I'm gonna win one.
And you can let it be after. You can make them do it in the comments on your live
No, I want to see. Let me see. Let me see who is there. Who is here from the beginning? Hold on. Mel gone.
Somebody,
Oh, that's why.
somebody came really close.
Mel and something they gone. Mel and Press On Nails by Tia. They were here from the beginning.
Something is really, really close.
Oh, Alisa.
Yeah, Alisa is a.
Or I. What you spell that?
Alisa is really close.
Oh, you pronounce that? What you pronounce that? Isiliac. Sorry if I mess up your name, honey. It sounds like your name turned
based
backwards.
on what you said, hell no.
I think her name, that is not a name. You turn that backward on. Yeah. It's Kaya. Alicia. Kaya.
Alicia.
Oh, it's Alicia. I should turn it back. All right, guys. If you think I should give it to Alicia, tell me and I give it to her. She said the alpha.
Yeah, man, I think something.
So hold on, the Alicia. So why you have alpha, strong will, and strong? All of them know the same. Alpha, strong.
Alpha. Looks. Oh no, I think before that was it. Yeah, strong will, looks, loyal, and alpha. Right? Are they kind of tying?
See Karim, the thief. Karim, no, he did say alpha. He said strong will. But why are you saying strong? Alpha, strong will, and strong. Them are all of the same thing.
No, she.
And they down to earth.
I just implied.
Think about me. Think about me, Karim. And tell me something about me. What you think we would want on this? Knowing me. Knowing me,
Yep.
tell me something. All right,
Crystal,
think about
you have the game line up.
Think about real issues alive. No, you don't have to give it in the same order. Why say strong as what that? What? What that? Oh, you mean like stick? All right, Lodgy. No, I'm not get it. So Andy, I want one, okay? I need one so I can wear on my real issues alive.
Yeah,
maybe
no.
I can be an ambassador.
You can
wear your
just check out the website and let me know what piece, and I'll have it sent to you.
So guys, he said attractive first. So no matter how I behave, like say looks don't really like for me not necessarily have a type per se, but you have to look good. You have to have some kind of attraction.
There needs to be an attraction.
I usually go for taller, but I've dated short before. You know, you have to have some kind of something about you. So
how short we talking?
Anyways. You don't need to say nothing, you know that. You know why you need to know about that. Anyways, so attractive. Well, maybe not shorter than I am. I'm 5'5", so maybe the same 5'5". Attractive, strong will.
Crystal, them say chop, them get chopped.
What they say?
You chop them.
What I mean?
Alright, never mind. Continue.
I don't know what that means. Anyways, attractive, strong will, ambitious, and genuine. So that is the one I was looking for.
The genuine. Yes, and because the genuine and loyalty thing tie in. So
well, you can be genuine and not loyal. You can be loyal and not genuine. I don't know, but when I speak about genuine, I'm talking about authentic. I thought that's what you were talking about.
No, I think
so when you say genuine, you never they say authentic. Then you give them the loyal.
Yeah, it ties in with the loyalty.
Okay, all right. So ambitious. Peanut was saying employed. Yeah, man, you have to do something. You have to be working. You can't just get no stuff. Crazy.
Have to.
And that don't mean that you won't have hard hit a hard spot sometime. But what are you going to do? You're going to lie down in it for the whole time, or you're going to try to do something? You know, because, you know, especially with Corona and pandemic and all of that, we have a lot of unemployment, but it depends. I know you just pivot and get up on your feet and pray. So, yeah, that is for genuine, ambitious, strong-willed, and attractive. And the alpha. Would the alpha be strong-willed? Can we take out alpha and put strong-willed? Can we interchange those words?
No, they're different. There are elements to it, but I treat them separately. That's why I say Alicia came the closest.
Alice, all right, Alicia, you're going to get something, Alicia. All right, jump in him DM for me. But I still want something. Hello?
Yeah, man, just let me know. Just let me know.
All
right. To.
Right, definitely. All right. Well, if there are no more questions, can you just say?
Did you line up the game?
You know, I didn't. Guys, ask you some question. We need to do a compatibility test. I want to ask you some question. Let me see who can. Or do you join? Or you make more than one person come on this thing? You know,
they can send a request. I'm not sure.
Somebody send a request. We're going to do a compatibility test to see. Yeah. Because we don't have nothing to do right now. Not lockdown or something. Yeah, man. We don't home all day. And so let us have some fun. Who wants to come on? Don't be shy. Lincoln, we know you're not shy now, so. Lincoln gone. Kareem, you're coming on.
So just so if you don't have the questions, yeah, man, we definitely can jump on another time. You know, I really enjoy the conversation.
Yeah, and just want to thank you for taking the time out to come and share. Yeah. So guys, for those who just joined, initially we spoke about, well, the whole night is about what men want, but it wasn't only about all fun and games as it relates to relationship. We spoke about, you know, how to pick up the pieces after being unemployed, closure of a business, and so forth. So Real Issues Alive with Crystal is all about trying to fix your mental health. I'm big on that. I have lost someone to mental health issues, and you know, I just want to assist people. If I can get other persons to come on, you know, to share their perspective on things, so they can see that there is hope for them, then yeah, that's the whole aim of it. So we do this every Tuesday night. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I have different issues that we talk about. All kind of stuff, from taxes right down to self-care, relationship, even sex talk. Yeah, we do that. And so forth. So follow the page and tell a friend to tell a friend. Okay, somebody have a question for you. So the days when men help women to build their career, vice versa, doesn't exist anymore. Everybody has to be employed, etc. So I'm going to give my take on it, and then you give yours.
Okay.
Of course it exists. However, I think people shy away from it now because probably they have been through stuff where they try to help people to build, and then, you know, ended up getting hurt, or when you actually help them to build it, when they actually reach them living it with somebody else, or, you know, I think that is why people tend to shy away from it. But you do have people who still do it. I would personally, I would build with someone. I don't have a problem building with them and helping, because I'm just that kind of person. I'm supportive overall. So whether it's going to be a neighbor down the road or a partner when we're in a relationship with, I'm going to always be pushing them to be the better version of themselves and whatever. No matter if we get hurt in the past, once in my nature, I still just have to. But you know, what's your take on it, Andy?
I don't think it's gone. I think it's still there. For me, I think once you're with somebody, you should try to help them build. But that doesn't take away from the fact that each person should be bringing something to the table. And being employed don't necessarily mean that, as in, they can't help you build, right?
Right.
There is still that option to build together, right? But I don't think what you don't want to be doing is you are lay all the cement, all the blocks, you building for the person, right? Because a lot of times we see potential in someone and they really actually don't see it in themselves. And
That's
persons,
true.
not knowingly or subconsciously, can take advantage of situations like those. So you don't necessarily want to put yourself in situations like that where you're trying to help this person move or get to somewhere, but they're not, or you're more serious about their success than them. It can't be a case like that, right? So I don't think that it's non-existent. It's still present. I just think that is how we go about it. Both partners can be employed and build with each other. Just don't get caught up in or having an expectation of somebody making it happen for you when you are not trying to make it happen for yourself. All right.
That's true. Agree. And sometimes the person one probably is just a little push, mentally.
Yeah.
Just a little push. Yeah, but as you said, they have to want it for themselves.
Yeah. You have to. You can't want something for somebody more than them, right? Because then what that allows is that you're going to start neglecting your goals, right? So
Yeah,
you don't want that happening,
true, and draining you too.
right?
Any more questions? If not, I didn't realize the time so late enough,
Yeah,
guys. We're
yeah,
chat for
exactly.
2 hours. Can you believe
You've
it?
been talk. I was wondering how this will jump off it, though, Crystal.
Yeah,
You like
you may say Instagram like me, because they know me talk good stuff.
I'm like, yo, this usually have like a 1 hour.
An hour.
Yeah.
Listen, for me, I think the first week it happened when it knocked me off the hour the first week. But after that, me can go right through. I don't know. I mean, I have blue tick. I guess them like the conversation. They know that we're helping people around here. So the final question, Rosie again says, when a female unemployed is like men are scared to start something with her.
No, I don't think it's the unemployment. The unemployment factor. It's just that
the mindset.
The mindset. You get me? It's just that it's just unfortunate that a lot of people, because I think it goes both ways. Because sometimes women don't want to take up a man who's unemployed. But most of the times you take up somebody that's unemployed, they really have the wrong mindset. You get me? Mark you, there are some persons that, and that is why I say I don't think it comes down to unemployment, right? I think it more has to do with the mindset, because you do have persons that are unemployed and they have a great mindset, right? And I don't see why a man or a woman would.
That's true.
Not want to try.
But that's what I'm attracted.
Try.
I'm attracted to mindset, really.
So I don't think it's the unemployment factor. Some people may look at the unemployment factor because they may see it as more of a burden, but I don't think it's a general rule. You have persons that date people are with people that are unemployed, but I think it's what comes with the unemployment aspect, right? If you have somebody, if you're working with somebody that's unemployed and not ambitious, or you're working with somebody that's not employed and have ambition.
Right. That's true.
Yeah. Right?
As she said, she does answer her own question. Yeah. She said it boils down to the ambition.
The ambition, yeah.
It does.
All right. So
all right.
It was great chatting with you.
Definitely. Yeah. Thank you for taking the time out to come on here and share with us.
Most welcome.
Definitely appreciate it. Any final words? Any final words that you want to just say to just uplift someone right now that is in a bad mental space due to, probably, as she said, unemployment or something, a loss, anything?
Just keep a positive mindset. if you look on my finger right now, it's says a triangle. I have a thing where I say, oh, there's a triangle of life. It speaks to faith, action, and desire. Like whatever you want out of life or trying to achieve, ensure that you have faith in it. Faith will in turn breed belief, which will cause you to act. Action breeds results, which in turn creates a stronger desire to achieve what you want. And the cycle continues. So those three elements need to be present. It starts with your mindset, how you look on a situation, how you look on life. Just know that whatever situation you're in, there is some way out, right? And it starts with how you look at the situation.
Woo! Play about my song there for me now, and then you can go. Journey. 450. Yeah. Save yourself because nobody now go save you. So guys, if you don't know that song, then go and listen to it. There's a part, there's an aspect of it that he's talking about relationship, but I just look at it overall in general. That's how I take it.
Yo, this is actually like a really nice song, and I plan on adding it to my playlist.
Yeah, man, add it to your playlist, man. You're going to thank me later. Guys, 450 Journey. If I had to know how it plan, who know I go there how it plan. So I only there for the journey. You know, to some people but don't have it. You know, to a girl that deserve it. And them see one end up at me. My mother can't walk me. My mother can't walk me. Save yourself because nobody not go save you. For the food like some crap. See the hypocrites are talking about me no. Number is 450. That's a number. 450. Guys, if you love that song, you put some fire for me now. Put some fire.
Yo, the song, no man, the song is really.
Song bad.
Sure. What I'm doing? I first may hear the artist here.
No, it's a new artist. I think him burst from the whole pandemic thing.
Oh, where?
Yeah.
First may hear the artist. First may hear about the song artist.
Yeah.
Alright. Journey, and then there's Imperfection. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you guys. Thank you. See you guys next week.
Thank you for having
Tuesday
me.
night, 8:30.
Thank you for having me.
Huh?
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, definitely appreciate
Bless
you.
you. Well, I'm going to drop a live one of these days, and I'm going to invite you on it, and we can chat it up.
Oh, sure. Maybe
right.
we can do the compatibility test. That's
all right.
them.
No problem.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Later.
Yeah, man. Night.
Bye, guys. Good night. No, so I have to play this song. Even though my thing's so low, I'm going to play it back. I feel like pulling up. Since I'm still there, I don't know why I'm going on the bed. I'm going to play back the song. Me there, Panamishan. So him just use 450 the number. The first artist, so I just use the number. This after my haters. Alright, let me tell you this now. The part where I said this after the haters, so I go dissect, I go down in the song, I go unpack. So it's the part that said this after me haters. No time for no failure. Alright, you see when I do things, I don't do it to prove anything to my haters or people who are not with me or people who didn't believe in me. I do it for me. So even though I'm saying this after haters, I just do me. I don't see what you do over there. You can be there and go on the most and the iPod me because I'm happy for you. I'm just doing me. So right now, me there, no. Right, let me try it again. Worthy, not. So I said, give your heart to some people who are not worthy. Give your heart to a girl who not deserve it. So it could be a job, it could be a business, it could be a family member, it could be a partner. And you give your all, and they never deserve it. They've not show you the love that you were supposed or that you show. You know, so I don't necessarily boil it down to relationship alone. That part. Wanna listen to it, man. My mother talk about me now, yeah. She said save yourself because nobody not gonna save you. So instead of sitting down in your dark hole, waiting for the light at the end of the tunnel, why? Oh, hold on there. Hi, Sher, but guess what? We finished and now we're done. I'm gonna save it though, so you can watch it back. We finish. But as I said, I'm gonna save it back. And they already doing talk and everything. Late man. So guys, stop waiting for the light now. Sure, it's okay to rest a little bit if you're tired, but stop waiting for the light. Just lit up the light up the tunnel. If you don't have no fire, use the fire what you know you and light it up. Yeah. Me no yeah. No matter what you do, them I go criticize. And yeah, broccoli. Yeah, hear that? Listen, man. They used to chat me go big principal have school for 8 years and I don't have no care. Because I used my money to invest in the business and made the business grow. And then chat me. So when me buy car, you know, here, oh me this and me that. So, oh, she go make she go on. Cause she drive, make she go on stuff. Then go and chat you no matter what you do, they go criticize. Me dep on a mission. No worthy. You want to walk when no deserve it. Man, that talk about me no here. She said save yourself because nobody not gonna save you. Forever. But me no here. Oh, my friend. You know. Y'all not going to your bed. Y'all been up on a journey. You man, another furnace. Oh, you feel say me not deserve it. Me up on a journey. Me up on a mission. You know, one too many times. When you, hey, you get the most stylings whenever you're kind. Hey, see every time your heart too big, mine. No, anytime your heart too big, mine. Nah, then we take you for your fool. This is why me no like humans. Listen, man, true my talk. You get the most stylings when you're kind. Because guess what? You see, if you had said no for morning, it would just be a straight no. But then you say yes and you go and try and you try and try and it turn out if you don't work out, them blame you on them. Boy, it's a lot. It's a lot. But it's true. You do get the most stylings when you're too lenient. Yes. Stand your ground, man, because they go to your business place and guess what? Because you're lenient with them, you have the same rule like what the big man over there so have, you know, because the big man have a big name. The big man have a hi, you late? Everybody got me done. You late, bad. Me done, I'm saving this. So, you know, because the big man have a big name and stuff like that, is like you criticize my rule, but you go over there and follow their rule. Yeah? Sometimes we're too lenient, you see? I will get the shitty end of the stick. Anyways, bye. I'm gonna be saving till live. Thank you for tuning in. You want to come live with me? But I'm going to be ending now. I'll call you after. Bye, guys. My mother talk about me no hair. She said save yourself, but can't nobody